Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litsa and today is another cheeky mini yarn haul. I say cheeky because it wasn't really planned, but Spotlight did send me a $40 voucher. There was a catch, I had to spend $120 and I didn't look at that voucher for long because I thought I really don't need anything worth $120. But then they sent me another email enticing me with the fact that the Red Heart all-in-one granny square yarn was on sale. Buy one and get one free. The temptation was very real for me, guys, because I knew at this stage if this was happening, they're clearing this yarn out and we will not be seeing it in Australia for a very long time. Well, that's my prediction anyway. I may be wrong, but I've got a feeling I may be right. So I did my math. I calculated that if I buy 7 balls of the granny square yarn at $18, which is full price, which is a very hefty price, I would get 7 for free, meaning it would bring the yarn down to $9, and that would have been a spend of $126, which met the criteria that I could get the $40 off. But let's be real, guys, when we walk into a yarn store, the temptation is huge. So I did buy something else as well. But let me just show you the colors that I bought. I did buy 7 lots of colors. Well, actually, they're not all different colors, but in total, I do have 14 balls. And the reason why I bought this yarn is not to make granny squares with it, guys. I have experimented with that. I have had fun, and I do have a project on the go and a little bit of yarn left over from my last haul of the same yarn. But I did make this beautiful knitting machine knitted beanie on there. And I absolutely love the way that this turned out. And the great thing is that this yarn can also be matched up with my Spot Saver USA style yarn, which is the same pretty much thickness as this one. Behaves the same way in my knitting machine, and I can either marry it up or out of one skein of this granny square Red Heart all-in-one granny square yarn, I can get at least 2 hats. Now for me, that is very, very exciting because that means my donation drive of beanies will increase by 14 at the very least with this bag of yarn here. So I thought that was a really good reason to actually buy it. So once again, the yarn has been bought with a purpose and intention for its use. I was hoping to be able to sit down and crank out some hats before I got on, but I haven't had the opportunity. But rest assured, when that happens, I might just bring them to you in one big bulk show and tell. The colors do work up beautifully. So let me show you the ones that I purchased. I won't go through all the stats other than to tell you that it is a 100% acrylic yarn. I love the way that it works up, and I have been told that the Red Heart does wash up very, very soft, so I'm very excited for that. So I'll just pull out, a few of the colors that I purchased. So here we go here, guys. They're very, very beautiful, aren't they? I must say that the reason why I actually went and bought that one you've already seen, bought some more, is that a lot of you told me that you use this yarn not for its intended purpose, but to make blankets and beanies, and that it's wonderful to team up with a lot of different other colors as well. So I got excited that, you know what, it really does have a use in my yarn stash. So therefore, that was 4. Now, we've got some other colors as well coming up. Look at that great color combination. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love that one. What other one? Oh, this one you haven't seen as yet. Oh no, that's the same one. Silly me. This one. I don't think I've showed you this one. Now, to get all the colors and the stats, you can watch the other video. Or if you want to ask me, please do, and I will let you know if there's a particular color that you like. But here in Australia, guys, I don't think we'll be seeing this yarn for long. So if you want to buy it, I will jump on it. Oh, this one I absolutely love. This is the one that I use for the granny squares that I'm making. So I do have a little bit more of this in my other yarn stash of the granny square yarn. I might, use the other colors and keep that lot just for the blanket. And then the rest here, so there's another 5 in here. So in total there were 14, are just the same colors repeated. I like that one as well. There was a beautiful, beautiful brown, like browns and tans, but that was nowhere to be seen in my Spotlight. That's it, the bag's empty. I'll put them back in, guys, because it was online only, and I really didn't want to pay postage, although I think after a certain amount of spend you get free postage as well. But this is the last of it at my Spotlight, so I'm curious to see if they're going to bring it back anymore. But that was it for the granny square yarn, and I was going to stop there because I thought I fulfilled my commitment to get the $40 off, because that's what it's all about. And in buying them like this, buy one, get one free, I saved $63, which I think is very, very good. And at $9 a ball or a skein, because this has a little bit more yarn in it than the Spot Saver yarn that I buy, so a bit more meterage or yardage, that one is usually $9.50 a ball for 200 grams. So I thought that this was, you know what, good value, especially for an imported yarn. But then I saw this gorgeous yarn, and it's the Birch ombre yarn. That's the brand there. Now this brand is an Australian brand predominantly. The yarn is made in China. I do love their cotton and acrylic blend, which you can't find anymore, which I love to use, especially for my coasters. And I have bought it in a sparkle yarn before. But look at these beautiful colors here, guys. I bought these two colorways. That's all that was left. And they did have a twisted yarn version, but I thought that this would be something that I would enjoy working with more. So let me tell you a bit about the colors, and also what the composition of this yarn is. So it is made up of 80% acrylic and 20% wool, but it's not scratchy, guys. Like when I feel it on my skin, it feels quite nice. I wonder if it will actually crochet up as nice, and I'm sure it will wash up, you know, softer with all the fabric softener that I'll be putting in it. Now this yarn is 200 grams and it comes in 360 meters, so that's quite a good, you know, meterage, quite a lot of yarn in there. And it does recommend you use a 6mm hook, but I think it's, oh yeah, possibly like the Spot Saver. I wonder if this would go through the knitting machine as well. Otherwise, I'd love to use it to make some blankets. I was thinking maybe some baby blankets. It is very, very pretty. Now this color here is called Lantana, and I did buy 4. Can I balance 4, do you reckon, guys? Probably not, knowing me. So I'll show you 2 at a time. So there's 2 of those. I'll pop them in there, and another 2. So that's 4. And then this beautiful color, there were only 2. I would have bought 4 if I could have. How gorgeous are these? I love these ones. Look at that, up nice and close. And this one has a name that I cannot say, but I'll try my very best. It is Hyacinth. I can't say that at all. But there you go, guys. I bought 6 of those. Now, reason being, originally they were $10 and they were reduced to $5. I thought that was excellent value for the amount of yarn that you get. And it is a little bit fancier than just acrylic. For those of you that don't like wool, it's not for you, but I don't mind working with it. It doesn't actually hurt my hands. And this one feels even softer. I wonder if it's wound a little bit less tight than the other one. So with those, I saved $30. So in total, I saved $133. Now, when I came home and showed Steve my little haul, he said, "But how much did you spend, darling?" I said, "Only $116, which I know that might sound like a lot of money up front, but when you think of all the yarn that I've got and all of the amazing beanies that I'll be able to make and gift or donate, I'm very, very excited about that, because that's what the whole idea behind it was. When I made this beanie, I got so excited, and I thought if I ever find this yarn at a good price, I will definitely be jumping on it. So that's it, guys. I thought I'd bring you this very short and sweet little cheeky yarn haul, as we said, because it was not, you know, intended to be one. I was not going to use that voucher, guys. I was not going to until that other email came to say that this Granny Square yarn was on sale. And once again, I truly believe that it is going to be discontinued here in Australia. You'll be able to buy it online, obviously, if, you know, if Red Heart continues to make it, that is. I just wish I'd found that brown color, the browns and the tans, but that doesn't matter. I've got as much and a lot more than I probably need. So once again, thank you for joining me. I really do appreciate that you all shared your crochet stories in relation to this yarn and did send makes to us. I have seen this yarn crocheted up in blankets, and you know, if I had bought more of each, I would have tried to make a blanket with it, or actually made a blanket, but it is destined for beanies, so I'm going to keep it at that. Now this one, when I start crocheting with this, I will definitely be sharing it with you. I'm very curious to see how it looks, the ombraying, because here it looks very, very pretty, doesn't it, guys? And also how soft it is, because Birch is not a very expensive brand. So sometimes you wonder the quality of the yarn. But you know, just because you don't pay a lot for something doesn't mean that it's cheap and nasty either. It just means that you got a very good deal. So I feel that I did. So this bag of fun here is awesome, and I'm enjoying dipping into it, and I will certainly be bringing to you each and every make that I make. So I hope you're all keeping well, and until I see you all very, very soon, take care everyone. Bye bye for now.